Hello and welcome back to Baldurs Gate Enhanced Edition, Insane Difficulty with me, Vidargavia, and we're playing a druid main and we have an all-neutral party. Today we are starting off with some light zombie killing, and then we're going to go into Baldurs Gate where we are wanted by the long arm of the law. So the unjust murders of Reltar and those Iron Throne leaders, as far as we know anyway, right? So our plan here, so if you recall, in Candlekeep we found out that Sarabok is trying to take over the city. And so our plan is to stop him somehow. But we have very sketchy ideas about how to do that. Now, we are wanted, but it's our suspicion, I think, that Scar and possibly Duke Elton will still be on our sides. Here we have Wenrick. There's been something killing peoples in and around the farms here, zombies or something. I can understand if you can't stomach the task, but just between you and me, real personal likes, I don't know who else is going to do it. All of us has been going for a week now without sleep. We've counted 20 zombies or so keep track as you kill them. And we'll get 150 gold. I mean, we don't need 150 gold, but we can help a poor man out, for sure. Yeah, so I'm guessing we're going to try and sneak through Baldur's Gate, avoiding the Flaming Fist. And see if we can't meet up with Scar or Duke Elton, right? That's our general plan. That's what we're going to do. But first we need to kill these zombies. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Well, I think we killed all of them already, but they might have respawned, I suppose, down here. Or there might be more up here, I suppose. That's also possible. Or we can't complete the quest, that's also possible. Yeah. We were too good at killing them on the way in.
Hello, pal.
Oh no, he's agreed that we've killed all the zombies and we got our 150 gold. Let's get out of here. Yeah, it's just this is the only zone that we hadn't really visited in the game, so I thought, you know, we better run through it. It's really one of the more pointless zones here. Oh wow, something has gone seriously wrong. Okay, there we go, we're back. So that's this zone up here. We have to go here now into Baldur's Gate.
Don't worry about me.
I serve the Flaming Fist.
Holton Hold, you stand accused of murder and most foul. You will lay down your arms and come with us by order of Angelo Dawson, and will be killed where you will be killed where you stand. Such is the order, and I cannot alter it. This is your choice. Now I want to reload here, so we'll say I will say you know, buzz off basically. But we'll have to load here. We
what
can't, like, the way I've planned this out here.
You want it?
I want to actually give you a fully featured
give it to me straight. I've got
expose,
this.
if you will, about what is going on in the city. And to do that,
no time to chit-chat.
We need to talk to a lot of people, such as Herschel. Hello there. I don't suppose you would be interested in a few trinkets, a coin or two for my finely crafted wares. Hey, I thought not. The iron shortage wanes, but even so, the customers do not come back quite yet. Who can blame them, though? They are afraid because they see that the merchants are still without wares. Who believes that a shortage has ended when they still can't hold a new blade in their hands. I blame the Iron Throne, I do. Many others do as well. Why do you blame them? What have they done? Nothing direct, I suppose, though the implication is still harsh. Since Sarawak assumed control, they have ceased most business transactions and frozen on most of their assets. They were major importers, and without their active help, it will be much longer before the average citizen feels that the crisis is over. It would seem that Sarawak is going to use the Iron Throne to fuel his harsh stance on Amen, which is the kingdom south of Baldurs Gate, and thus his bid for the position of Grand Duke. In fact, Nashkel, where we visited the mines, is technically in Amen. The fact that he is crippling a large merchant house seems inconsequential to him. I cannot imagine sane businessmen following such directives. Something is very odd at the Iron Throne building indeed. Okay. So that's the first piece of our puzzle here. Sarawak has assumed control over the Iron Throne. We've now, I think, avoided those guys.
I must talk to you in private. These are troubled times,
says Tomoko. And then she goes on to say, I apologize for not being more open, but these are troubled times. If I could be permitted to speak for a moment, I believe I have something you would want to hear. Perhaps we could help each other. If your information is of worth, then yes, I would be interested indeed. I shall explain myself in further detail when I have time. Until then, I have but one thing to say. The one who claims to heal Duke Elton's sickness is also one who breeds it. Likely there have been signs that suggested this too, but none have said it so plain. No doubt you have the wherewithal to follow through on it. Your very nature gives you above-average competence. Grind's tutelage could only have enhanced this. Your simple shadowing has given you that name, and I am not impressed. I have cut those familial ties. But has your family shed its ties to you? I think not. I think you can feel the pull, and I think you have gone where it has led. Again you see that I know much of you, perhaps more than you know yourself. There are three things that are strength incarnate. There is love of life, there is fear of death, and there is family. A family that loves death would have a strong pull indeed. Can you feel it? Can you feel him? He hates you, you know. Who hates me? What have I done to deserve such hatred? What have you done? You exist, and chaos will be sown. That is the way it was intended, though I hope you to change it. I must go, and you must go to Duke Elton. Protect him from his own healer. I will wait near the Flaming Fist headquarters. We shall speak again, and I shall have something to ask of you. So Tomoko says this. So now we know another thing, right? Duke Elton is apparently ill. This doesn't bode well for us.
What do you need? Don't worry about me.
We shall try and sneak around here a bit. Yeah. Down here, maybe. I'm a fine-looking strumpet, ain't I?
Tell me.
Okay.
Don't worry
Save.
about me.
There will be flaming fists around somewhere.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Alan
so
Blackblade.
Isaac Dagger's drawn with him, and he drops the swag and runs.
Alan Blackblade says, "Here there. You look a bit hard-pressed for a place to rest. Care to chat a spell before slinking off into the night? I think I saw you about the Thieves Guild before. I can't remember your name, but any friend is a good friend if you're running out of them, eh? What say you?" The Thieves Guild? Oh, thanks, but why would you be running out of friends? Baldurs Gate is nasty. Baldurs Gate is nearly a jail itself in these times, but that doesn't stop the guard from locking you away for the slightest reason. The entire city is on edge, and every member of the Flaming Fist is out for blood. Can't say I blame them. I would be right upset if I were in their shoes. Scar, their second in command, was killed recently. That certainly puts a stopper in our plans, right? Don't really know the circumstances. Some say it was an accident, some say murder. But it has only served to increase tensions, especially since Duke Entar Silvershield was assassinated. No guesswork as to what happened there. Who could have done such a thing? Oh, any number of people, really. The question is, who would have the motive? Fingers are pointing all over. Odds on favorite is the same person who killed those merchants in Candlekeep, though no one seems to have a concrete reason. I would wager that the other dukes are in some measure of peril as well, though Duke Elton is close to death already. Some sort of wasting disease, though it defies curing. Hard to imagine an honest sickness that cannot be cured in this day and age. Are you saying it's not a natural disease? I would say nothing of the sort where another ear could hear it. If the dukes are to be killed with impunity, what chance would I stand? What chance would I stand? It is simply a curious development that Elton would fall ill at the same time and that Angelo Dawson would step in to his place with such vigor. It does not seem to be the ambitious sort, that Angelo, though Saravok may have instilled a more predatory instinct in him. Saravok has that effect, I hear, and he is supposedly working quite close with this acting head of the Flaming Fist, Angelo. You have information such as this, and you tell no one? As if anyone would believe an old sneak thief like me. What are my words without proof? If somebody truly wanted to look into this matter, they would have to investigate the Flaming Fist headquarters itself. I ain't setting foot in such a place. If you the will, you go do it. Well, I shall.
I serve the Flaming Fist.
See if we can outrun these fellers here. I think we've gotten all we can out of this zone anyway, and I think we should head now to central part of the city. Yes.
What do you need? You want it? You got it.
I serve the Flaming Fist.
Damn it.
Don't worry about me.
Let's avoid that particular part of town then. Go up here and see if we can find somebody else to have a chat or two.
The bustle of the city makes me feel insignificant.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
I'll tell you what, Sam, there's no bustle about tonight.
I am proud to stand among such strong warriors.
No one here? Mayhap not. Flaming Fist are gonna be on our heels here, I think, but...
I serve the Flaming Fist.
We'll
What
get
do you
out of
need?
here
Don't
before
worry
they
about
can
me.
catch us. Let's go to the northeastern section of the city.
Tell me, I've got this.
I serve the Flaming Fist.
More of them. Don't know if we lost any rep on that, but we can just reload.
What do you
There
need?
wasn't anything there
You want it? You
anyway,
got it.
so we can go up to the northern section here, maybe. And have a
Tell
look.
me, I've got this.
Here we got Bill. Greetings, I assume you come to the palace for the coronation of Saravok? Well then, I need to see your invitations. We don't have invitations. Sorry for bothering you. On your way then. Coronation of Saravok, eh? He seems to be well underway with his plans.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
Looking around here. See if there's anybody else to
I
talk to.
serve the
There
flaming
really isn't.
fist.
We'll
Don't
go
worry about
around
me.
this way as well and have a look. We know now where they are. I guess there's two in every, section of the city, it seems.
What do you need? I've got this.
Alright. We'll take the lot
Casting
of
spells
us
isn't as easy as I
with
make
us
it
here
look.
and go up
I'm
here.
tired.
I serve the flaming fist.
Saga, where have you been? Sorrel says. I had some business to attend to back home, but I fear that the same business has drawn me back to the gates. Well, keep your head down before they clip it from your shoulders, fool. People are saying you killed the leaders of the Iron Throne. There's a godly price upon your head, don't you realize? Pardon me. Price of my head, and you'll not take it. There's trouble in the Fist Saga, big trouble. Duke Elton's fallen sick and Scar was killed, supposedly in a simple robbery, but I have my doubts. Sol Angelo is making a power grab, taking control of the Fist, and with Scar out of the way, there's nothing to stop him. I've seen him paying visits to the Iron Throne, too, and I don't like it one bit. There are some of us that are still loyal to Elton, and, lucky for you, I happen to be one of them. Please, for your sake and ours, keep your head down, and if you get the chance, sniff around the Iron Throne's base. If you can find a way to talk to Duke Elton, even better. But they're keeping him in the middle of the Fist headquarters. Damn it, Angelo will pay dearly for all this, I hope. I hope it's soon. Finally, a sensible Flaming Fist person.
Tell me, I've got this.
Will there now be, I wonder, another person of the Flaming Fist variety here? The reason I'm wondering, by the way, is because there were two down here, but it doesn't seem that there is one. We're gonna go in the Blushing
Give
Mermaid,
it to
though,
me
and
straight.
have a little
I've
look.
got this.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
Ivan says, "Hey, would you like to pay a penny for a tale of murder and deceit? 10 gold it be, and worth each one. Dark price for a dark tale, but I'll pay and hear it told." Heh, Scar it was, second in command of the noble Flaming Fist, and on a night dark street it happened. The rain 'twas spattering against the windows' glassy panes, and soaking up through me boot wraps, giving me the chill. A cunning cutthroat rushed on by him, and cut the straps of his travel purse with a blood-sharp knife before turning down the alleyway. Hey, good man, Scar, he chased the culprit there into the dark as I came stumbling through the puddlers to his aid. But that petty cut-purse weren't the rugged waif that he appeared to be. Nay, he was a silver-skinned changeling. Aware, and with his dagger's claw, he gored the good man through the eyes. Then he slit his neck so viciously, just to leave him bleeding in the rain. My proffered aid, ye ask? My proffered aid, ye ask? 'Twas as quickly withdrawn as rashly granted, and I hid there in the shadows, as the mirror fiend assumed new form to saunter bloody-handed into the darkling night. My aid comes in that I'm here to tell the truth about the good old man's passing, and to any listener that can spare the coin. 'Tis enough, I figure, and I doubt he'd disagree. The mirror fiend you speak of is known as a doppelganger. I've encountered more than one of late, and all in the hire of the Iron Throne. Do you know any reason why the throne would want Scar dead? The Iron Throne, it is? Well, this lies outside of me simple telling, but it may enrich it yet. Duke Elton lies sick within the compound of Flaming Fists, so good man Scar's had filled the former's office as their leader. Angelo, a link between the good man in the chain and the most to gain by the killing, and he is who I'd suspect. But the Iron Throne, I couldn't say. If you think there be some truth to it, you should investigate either the compound or the fist of the fist or the Tower of the Iron Throne. For therein would lie your answers.
Don't worry about me.
Alright, so he was actually a
Don't
witness
worry about
to
me.
Scar's death. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4 places left to visit. We'll start up here in the rich people's quarters.
What do you need? I've got this.
I serve the flaming fist.
Certainly I shall collapse
Hey,
from
section.
exhaustion
Do
before
you want
I
to take a
fall
look
on
at
the
me, Diddy?
battlefield.
Sugar? Hey, Saga, lonely night, ain't it? Hey, lonely enough. And lonelier now, I bet, without Scar to lead you about the place. He's dead, he is, and there's talk 'twas murder. Ivan in the Blushing Mermaid saw it, all he did. Alright, so this lady points us to to the guy we just spoke with. I think it's super rude. Would you like to take a look at my titties?
Tell me. I've got this.
Well, the temple quarters.
Don't touch me. I might catch
The
something.
bustle of
Sir
the city
Lo-
makes me feel insignificant.
Lothtrion. I bet you aren't going to the inauguration ceremony. What inauguration ceremony? The crowning Sarvok as the new Grand Duke. Anyone knows that. Sarvok, what do you think of him? The city needs a strong hand to get rid of the riffraff like yourselves. Personally, I think he'll do wonderfully. Hail Sarvok, may he breathe the wealth and power into the city. Hail Sarvok.
Don't worry about me.
I'm guessing
Hey,
that was
Get
all
out of me
about.
way, you crummy loghead.
Make way, I bear a message for the dukes from the great empire of Amn. What message? Is there war? Patience wears thin in Athkatla. Athkatla. Yes. It's the main city of Baldurs Gate 2, by the way. We're massing troops along our northern border and are prepared to advance on Baldurs Gate in short order should they continue any longer with their vigilance. Tell all who care, for if Anne goes to war, it should be total war against the city's citizens as much as it's bragging dukes. So these are some tidbits we're getting here.
I serve the flaming fist.
Bugger. A house wages, I'm innocent, and I will fight you then, and so on and so forth.
I am the law.
We'll have to run our heads off here. Thankfully, they don't know about crossing load zone
Give it
borders
to me
here.
straight.
Okay, let's save
Want
here.
it? You got it.
We need to go here, right? To the flaming fist here.
You need a new tailor. Your clothes are absolutely dreadful.
Well, I'll have you know that I've been in no end of catacombs and caves and whatnot. So, and if you were, your clothes would be broken. Such insolence. His popularity may be soaring, but I'll not cast a vote for a lout such as he. The nerve of the man. What is your trouble, milady? If it's any of your concern, I'm simply furious at that Sarvok man. I did not raise a fortune in this city by letting such as he stroll off with my assets. I have had dealings with the Iron Throne Mercantile Group for some time now, and though I did not approve some of their other ventures, they were at least honorable business people in their contracts with me. Now that Sarvok leaves them, he has all but declared my previous deals null and void. Well, you will get no sympathy from me if you lost gold dealing with a group like the Iron Throne. If I were not already incensed at Saravok, I would stop to tear a strip of you too. As it is, I must speak with the Grand Dukes about Saravok's conduct. Imagine, he secures himself as leader of the Iron Throne and then all but destroys its mercantile credibility by practically sacking it. He may be bolstering the city with its assets, but it is still unprofessional. Something strange is going on, and that at that Iron Throne building, I tell you. Now, I know their previous leadership was killed, but those members remaining would still never let such treatment come to pass. Not willingly, anyway. Ain't that the truth?
I serve the flaming
And
fist.
here we just ran into guys. Right.
I serve the
Oh my
flaming
god.
fist.
Spells.
Right. I think we need to go up
You
here.
want it? You
I
got it.
serve the flaming fist.
I don't know what we need to do, to be honest.
You want it? You got it.
Let's go down here and see what's here.
Casting spells isn't as easy as I make it look. I'm tired.
We go around this way. How about that? How about we go around this way? Oh, I don't mean to go into somebody's house here.
Shh. I must talk to you in private.
There's
These
Tomoko
are
again.
This
Troubled
city is a
times.
blight on the landscape.
I see
Better
you
to
have
have
sought
let
me
the
out
land
as I
grow
thought you
wild.
would. I have things that must be said, things that are important to us both. I have but one condition to my discourse, and you must agree before I speak. A promise I seek, and I will accept no less. Well, you have said many interesting things, but I do not trust you. Why should I make promises for information unearned? My promise will not harm you, though ignoring it can. Indeed, my information can only benefit. You will gain if you did not know it before, and you will gain if you knew it, but needed it confirmed. The choice I pose is the only option. Are you in agreement or not? I shall offer my promise and follow it as best I can. I thank you. Here is my request, though it may seem quite odd. I charge you to defeat Saravok, the man behind all of your woes. You must destroy his plans and stop his scheme in his track. You must strip him of the belief that he can succeed in his path in this path he follows. You must do this for me, and you must also leave him his life. I will help him to live his life as a man, not as the god he thinks he can be. I don't see how such a thing is possible. He has sought to destroy me, and I have only responded in kind. Saravok seeks to destroy everyone, not just you. You are particularly interested because of your shared origins with him. You are a possible rival, one of the few that are worthy of his personal attention. Above all else, you are family. I see this is startling news, though likely you have suspected as much. Does this disturb you? It should not. Monsters are often closer to us than we'd like to think. You are siblings, and the paths open to him are yours as well, though he has been racing down his from his earliest days. You had Gorion to guide you, did you not? Saravok had no one. He draws his strength from his hatred, from the hunger for conquest. From his hatred. From the thought of rising above those he knows to be inferior. His divine blood hungers for conquest, and that is why he must be defeated, but not killed. He serves another, but does not know it. Divine blood? He serves another? Of what do you speak, woman? The child becomes the father, or desperately wishes so. Blood pulls, calls, and demands. The wise Orlando did say unto the ages that the Lord of Murder would perish, and his doom would spawn his mortal progeny. Chaos would be sown in their passage, but to what purpose? You have felt the hunger and heard the offerings of power. Saravok thinks they are true, and so he seeks a senseless war, and a slaughter of the scale so grand as to defy description. He thinks it will launch him to what? Possibly he is right, but I cannot lose him to this. Why do you oppose him when you so clearly care for his life? Saravok is... I share Saravok's company, and I would do so until I die, given the choice. That is all you need to know. I would save the man within the beast, he wishes to be. I do not believe he will survive his plan. It is all based on conjecture at best. He feels that he has been chosen and that he will become more than he is. I do not share this belief. Gods are not known for equating their powers, especially if they have foreseen their deaths. Whatever he is, I would keep him here, grounded firmly among us, those of us that are all flesh. I shall strive to stop him and will do what I can to see that he lives. I thank you. Sarawak can be redeemed, as could you, should you one day pursue the same path. For now I shall speak of secrets to aid you. Duke Elton may be saved, but the Duke Entar Silvershield has been killed outright. The murderers have acted with anonymity, but I know who and where they are. You must go to the undercellar, return if you have already been. There you will find Slythe and Kristen, two unsavory beings that revel in the violence Sarawak allows them to commit. They are no more than animals in human guise, even by the standards of the company they keep. Kill them, and you shall know much of the plan. If you do not know where the undercellar is located, then go to the sewers. You will find an entrance there. I thank you for your help. I will seek them out. There is another. Atop the Iron Throne base is a woman whose influence is a poison in Sarawak's soul. If she were removed, I know he would listen to reason, to my pleading. Cythandria is her name, and she holds much power in this matter. She seeks Sarawak's favor as well, though she is content if he self-destructs, so long as she profits in the deed. I must go. He cannot know I have helped you. Alright, so Tomoko obviously is one of the one of two
Nature's servant
ladies
for
that
the
are with Sarawak, and it seems Tomoko wants to be with him as he is now, whereas the other one, Synthradia or whatever, he seems to want him to pursue his godhood.
Oh, perhaps we'll survive longer than I had originally.
And we got the
more.
hint
You've
of the
got it.
undercellar as well there. So hopefully we can get in here now to the Flaming Fist
Sorry,
compound.
friend, but you've got a date down under.
Benji says, what foolishness is this? Are you trying to storm the Flaming Fist compound? You'll find no friends here, Saga. Angulo now commands the Flaming Fist. Friends of Duke Elton can only expect death from Angulo's new orders. To arms, to arms! Saga and cohorts have broken into the compound. Well now. Now notice here, these guys are mercenaries. They're actually not labeled as Flaming Fist soldiers. So we will not lose any rep over these guys. But it's still a tricksy proposition to get in here, so we'll try our best.
Can I help you?
Yes,
Do it.
Tell me.
omnipresent authority figure. Tempest. You've attacked.
We are held left, right, and center here.
Life is so hollow.
Oh, I broke a
Nature's
nail.
servant awaits.
Oh, I've mussed my hair.
It's not looking good, is it? We're being held left, right, and center.
What do you need? You
Ah,
want it? You
I
got
guess
it.
we need to pre-haste and we need to do some
Casting
bits like
spells
that,
isn't
right?
as easy as I make it look.
Tell me.
I'm tired.
Nature's servant awaits.
Shield!
Can I help you?
Life is so hollow.
Give it to me straight.
Alright, let's
You
try
want
this.
it? You got it.
Sorry, friend, but you've got a date
Oh, I broke a
down
What is your
nail.
command?
Our quest is vain.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Oh, I've mussed my hair.
Yes, oh omnipresent
What do you need?
authority figure.
Okay, we've held one.
We're
Now
all
we need to
doomed.
Can I
keep
help
that up.
Temper shield!
Let's hold
What is
those
it this
guys.
time?
Let's also not fear, but emotion hopelessness. These guys.
Life is so
And
hollow.
let's emotion hopelessness these guys again. And let's see what happens.
Tell me. Give it to me straight.
There we go, I think we got it.
What do you need?
Enough with the spells already.
Futility.
Dylos, if you recall, we handed him, yeah, badness.
Go, go, go!
Onward to
We handed him a ring. A wedding ring, and now he's dead, I think.
I've got this.
So, here we go.
Every crime must be punished.
You there, shh! Don't make too much noise. My name is Kent, and I would talk to you. What does it want? Kent? I remember the bunch of you from when you worked for Scar and Elton. Well, since then you've been gone, things have gone downhill. Elton's taken ill, and he's resting in the room beside us. His healer, Rashad, keeps on saying there's nothing he can do, but I know better. He's no healer from what I've seen. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. I've decided to desert the Flaming Fist before things gets too hairy. I don't want to lose my life over whatever power struggle is going on in the city. Thanks for the information, Kent. Maybe we'll see each other again. Okay, let's save, and let's go
You
in
want
here.
it? You got it.
Here's Rashad. Who are you? What you doing in here? We know who you are, so you figured out the truth, meat. I will do you. It will do you a little good. Guards! Before my guards get here, I should be able to deal with you myself. Well, don't count on it, matey. Honestly,
You rang?
Our quest is vain.
Uh-huh.
can we please get rid of his mirror images? Some more of them, please. Get rid of them all. There we go.
Tell me.
And he has on him a potion of mind focusing. Alright.
I've got
Duke
this.
Elton.
So tired.
I am again in your debt. That creature has kept me helpless for too long. Perhaps if I hadn't been incapacitated, I might have been able to prevent Scar's death. Angela will soon hear of my recovery. It is important that you take me away from here. I'm sure Angela won't want me coherent and among the living. Take me to the Harbour Master's building. The Harbour Master is a good friend of mine. I can rest there until I'm fully recovered. Take this letter. I managed to filch it off of Rashad when he was caring for me. From what I read of it, it seems that Sarawak has dire plans for the city. I fear for the lives of my fellow dukes, Leah and Belt. If they were to die, Sarawak would take over the city. You must find Slide and Kristen and stop them. Hurry, we must make haste. So we got a letter. Well, we have Duke Elton, and we have his letter here, and it reads, Kiska, I must commend you for a job well done. Without your careful administration, Elton would have remained my most potent foe. I must now ask for another favor. Some of your brethren are gathering at the sewer entrance to the palace. They are preparing to assassinate Grand Duchess Lila Janath and Grand Duke Belt. I need you to assist them in their efforts, for you are the craftiest of your kind. This is the moment I've long waited for, as I hope you have as well. The bloodshed that will result when I declare war on Ammon will be most glorious. Meet Kristen and Slide in the Underserver. They are my best assassins. And so on and so forth. Sarawak. Signed Sarawak. So there we go. We have that sorted out. Now, I think that this is going to have to be it for this episode,
Give
guys.
it to me
Thank you very much
straight.
for watching. Next time we will take Scar to the Harbor Master and some bits like that, and continue trying to get to grips with what Sarawak is actually planning. But yeah, for now, bye!